Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get right into this video. So Saviland reached out to me once again and they sent me some of these acrylics, and I'm so excited to use them because I seen it on Amazon and like these colors just look so pretty. They have some glitters. So these are the jars, and these are small jars, but the price is very inexpensive. So I'm just going to show you guys all of these colors. So the first color here is called Colorful Violet, and this is a beautiful glitter. Like when I opened this, I was literally like so ready to use these. So I'm not sure if Saviland is known more for their acrylics or polygel, but I will say I do really love the quality of their acrylics. Like it's just so buttery, and you will see when I swatch these colors. So this here is a beautiful, very beautiful pink. It has some glitters in it, and this was absolutely one of my favorites, and I did end up using this in my set today. And the next color is like a mint green color. It is called Grass Green. So the next one is very interesting. This has some little confetti pieces and some little snowflakes. So this is called Spring Snow, and my take on this was it has like very springy colors, but it also has like some little snowflakes, so those two kind of tie together. So I've just showed you guys a pretty purple and this light blue here. The next color, this is also one of my favorites. It is called Summer Flower, and this one is kind of like the spring snow color, except it has more bright neon pink and green butterflies, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. And I will swatch all of these colors in a moment once I finish showing all of these colors. So the next color is called Beige, but it looks more of a white to me. And then it also has another color. The last color I'm going to show, it is also called Beige. I'm not sure why they named both of these beige when they literally are different colors. But this one, the next to the last, is called Ash Pink, and in person it looks like a pink and purple combined. So I really like this color. I don't believe I have anything like this, so I'm super excited to try this one as well. And this is the last color right here, and this is also called Beige like I just mentioned, and this looks more like a yellow. It has like a yellow tint to it. But now that I have showed you guys all of the jars up close, I'm just going to swatch them. I will show you guys a close-up of what they look like as a wet bead, and then I'm just going to swatch all of them on my paper towel. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this process. So with this being the last color, here are all of these swatches of these acrylics. I really do recommend these. Before I even get into the nail set, I will say I recommend these if you are a beginner. These are very inexpensive. Like the quality of them are so perfect, and I will make sure I leave the link down below to where you can get this. And these color choices are just so pretty together, so I really do recommend this kit. So for my nail set, I'm starting off by putting on some base coat onto my nails because I will be trying the Femi beauty method with acrylic. I have been seeing people do this a whole lot, but like I have yet to try it. I only tried it with polygel and I really do like that method, so I'm going to be trying it with acrylic today. After I seen all of these colors, I just knew I had to do this method. So once I apply this base coat to my nails, I'm just going to cure in the nail light for 30 seconds. And then after that is cured to my nail, I'm just taking my buffing block and I'm going over the surface of my nail just to remove that shyness from the nail, because I didn't know if the acrylic would stick properly and adhere to that shiny part. So I'm doing it lightly enough to not take off my peel off base coat. And after I repeated that over all the nails, this is how the nails are looking. So I'm starting off with a pinky nail, and this one is going to be that pretty pink, which is called laser pink, and I just love these glitters. Like, it is just so pretty. So I'm starting off at the tip underneath these full cover nail tips. These nail tips are from Enailcoutoure. These are the extreme square, and I will make sure I link these down below. But as you see me doing here, I'm just adding some small beads of acrylic inside the nail tip, and I made sure that these beads weren't too wet because I didn't want them to take forever to dry. And then I'm also making sure that I don't add too much, so I'm only working towards the tip for now because I'm going to add the cuticle bead later and then apply them once I have finished adding all of my acrylic. Once I felt content with this nail, I'm just going to set it down and let that dry and move on to the next nail. So for my ring finger, I'm going to be using the summer flower, and this is the one with the pink and green bright butterflies with the snowflakes as well. I felt like this would go good with the pink and green because the butterflies would complement that. And then I just like this color, so I wanted to incorporate it in my set today. So for this one, I made sure to keep flipping over the nail just so I can see how the nail would actually look on my nails. And it didn't really turn out how I thought it was, since I'm working from the inside of the nail. Like, I couldn't go back and like reposition the ones that I put down first. So I wasn't too sure about this nail, even though it wasn't bad at all. It was just something I couldn't go back and fix. So this is how that nail ended up looking. I'm just making sure to kind of cover up those empty pieces with some little butterflies, and then I'm moving on to the next nail. So my middle finger, I decided to do a solid mint green color. This is the grass green color, and I feel like this will look so pretty in the set because the other glitter has some like green butterflies, as I mentioned. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm doing. I don't really need to like explain each nail because it's very repetitive. So I'm just going to let you guys finish watching me apply the acrylic to the nail tip, and then I will come back once I do my cuticle beads. So now that we're back at the first nail, I'm going to be adding the cuticle beads and actually applying these to my nail. So the reason for not adding the cuticle bead with the rest is because if I had added the acrylic with the rest of it and let it dry, I would need to add more acrylic and it would just get too thick to be able to apply to the nail. So I actually waited until I got the design down and then went and added the cuticle bead, and it's just much easier. For me, I'm pretty sure you can just go ahead and do the cuticle bead and just apply the nails right away, but I feel like it's just more time consuming to go ahead and get the design down first before you do the cuticles. So once I added the cuticle bead, I made sure that those beads weren't too wet because it would just spill from underneath the nail. Even though I did have some spillage, like I said, this was my first time trying this, but once I got down to my last two nails, I kind of got that technique down. When you first put that cuticle bead down, you just kind of want to let it sit and let it harden up just a little bit, so once you apply it to your nail, it's not like too soft and it doesn't spill from everywhere. And if you do get spillage, you just wipe around the cuticle area so that it doesn't harden on your skin. So for applying these, I just held those nails onto my nails for about 30 seconds until when I remove my hand and it doesn't move, I just let it sit there and finish drying by itself as I move on to the next nail. So for my middle finger here, I had a lot of spillage because my bead was entirely too wet. When doing this, you don't want to keep making the same mistakes, so make sure that your bead is a little bit dry before actually applying it, and make sure you don't add too much because it will start to run to the cuticle area. But I just cleaned that up after holding it a few seconds. I cleaned that up with my brush, and I'm just going to repeat the same step for all of these nails. At first, I was going to use the summer flower acrylic on the entire thumb, but I decided to do an ombre, so I'm taking the green and applying it to the cuticle and lightly blending it down into the existing acrylic, and this came out so nice. I was actually happy that I decided to do this. I kind of get to feel the green is a little bit more runnier than the rest of the acrylics because I had the same problem with the middle finger as well. When I applied it, as you guys seen, like it was just so runny around the cuticle area. When applying this cuticle bead to the thumb, I had to get my beads a little bit more drier. As you can see, I'm draining them off on my paper towel to get the sides. I'm just making them a little bit drier so that I can fill in those spots. So once I apply all of these nails and allowed them to dry, this is how the nails are looking, and so far I love these. Like, they just look so cute, these colors, oh my gosh. So I did get a little spilling as you guys saw, so I am going to take my nail drill and go around the cuticle area, and this drill bit is my 5-in-1 tapered drill bit. I got it from Amazon. I will make sure that I link it down below, and if you don't have this, please get this. Like, you guys need this in your collection. Usually I would have been cut up my cuticles by now, but this drill, like, is so good for going around the cuticle and also going over the surface of the nail. With this drill bit being tapered, it allows you to go around the cuticle area so effortlessly, and I just love it so much. This cuticle bit has literally became my best friend, and I will use it until I can't use it anymore. Doing the lazy girl, aka the Femi beauty method, it is so minimum fouling, but since I did get a little bit of spilling, and like this is my first time using acrylic, I have done this plenty of times with polygel and it just works so good. So I'm also taking my hand file and just getting the side where my drill bit couldn't reach. That's literally all I'm doing. Once I do that, I don't have to file any more of the nails. And I like doing this method because you don't have to worry about getting the surface of the nail is already smooth. Like, it's just so convenient. So once I'm done filing, I'm just going to get rid of the dust and add my top coat, and this top coat is from a cart. Once I add the top coat, I'm just going to cure in my UV LED light for 60 seconds and add my cuticle oil, and I will be done with the final reveal. So like I said, after being cured for 60 seconds and added my cuticle oil, these are how the nails turn out. And for this to be my first time using acrylic with the Femi beauty method, I think I did pretty good. I actually like this set. Comment down below if you think I did okay, if you like this set. And I will make sure that I leave the acrylic kit down below. You can get it off Amazon. And as always, if you have made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.